Hi everyone, welcome back. The video is just going to be audio only, so enjoy this completely random game for my placements in Overwatch. Anyway, okay, I'm just going to get right into it. I am no longer moving to Korea, but don't worry, I'm not sad. I'm making this video because editing the videos about Korea was taking so long for me that so many changes were happening IRL that I couldn't keep up. And so I was already taking way too long trying to play catch up that I decided, you know what, I'm just going to record a video real quick that addresses everything and catches us up till today. So it's going to be a clean slate sort of deal. Okay, I'll sort of start with a TLDR of a timeline, starting with August 2019. So in August, I decided I'd move to Korea. And so from August to around November, December-ish, which was like 4 or 5 months, I was in hardcore Korea mode. I did so much research. I looked up everything. I planned out almost everything. I answered almost every possible question about moving to Korea. That like who, what, where, and why. Like any problem or any question, I already researched it so much. I already did so much research. It was so stressful. Anyway, the only things I needed by November, December were like money issues. Like the biggest thing was like, how can I afford this? Because I would need there were so many. Okay, there was so much that I can't that it would take forever to go into detail. But basically, money things. How was I going to afford the move, and how was I going to afford our daily lives? You know, it was a big thing, that I was stressed about. But it didn't stop me from wanting to go at the time. At the same time, I was in this semi-euphoric mental state because starting in August, I began to realize that I could do anything I wanted, that no one can stop me anymore from achieving my dreams and doing what like I truly wanted to do in life. And it started in August and with this goal of Korea. It began there and it's just slowly kept escalating. And then in December, so some things happened. Like I started going to the movies a lot. I saw Frozen 2, which is the love of my life. I love that movie so much. I am moved to tears just thinking about it. I just love I could talk about it for an hour. Anyway, and then I remember specifically I watched Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, and like before I continue, please note that I did not enjoy myself in that movie. I I won't spoil, I guess, but I hated the ending. And I hated it so much. It made me so sad that it ruined my holiday season. Like December and January were just sad times. And I won't, this could be like another 60-minute video, but I won't do it. But I want to make it clear that I was not happy with this movie. But when I watched it, I was alone, and which was awesome. I love watching movies by myself. And then I had an epiphany. I like looked up at the screen at this movie, and I suddenly felt so moved. Not by it, but like there was just I almost burst into tears because I just felt this epiphany through my entire mind and body. And I realized that I don't have to stop myself anymore. I don't have to hide what I truly want. I don't know how to express this, but I don't have to shy away or to hide away from like these beautiful dreams that I hold so gently deep down inside my heart. I like locked it away and it's like so heavily guarded. I have these precious things inside of me that I like don't ever expose because for whatever. Like I just remember in December 2019, I was so overwhelmed because my entire life I held myself back without meaning to, and for different reasons, to like protect myself and those I cared about. Like it was almost like my entire life I couldn't want things because it was always burden. It was always a burden to either myself or to, like people I'm close to. Definitely not saying that they did something wrong and it was their fault. And like, no, no, no. No one was doing anything bad. It was just my way of trying to help. It's so weird. Like, I remember I was just thinking of like reasons that I had, like, because my father passed away, because we had no money, because I didn't want to disappoint my family, because I didn't want to be a burden to my, single mom and like hardworking sister, but because, and then growing up, because I had debt, or because I didn't think I was good enough, or I didn't have the natural talent, or because I had a car that I had to worry about, I had bills, I had a job that I needed to work 12, so many hours a day, like, I realized that I had so many things that worried me and that I used as a way to keep me safe. And I realized that I didn't need that anymore. I realized, it was so weird. I was like, I'm 28 years old, which is great. And now in a few days, by the way, I will be 29. Woot woot. Anyway, like, I'm 20 years old. I worked so hard my entire life. Even now, like, I worked very hard and I like make sure that all my bills are paid. Like, I'm extremely responsible. I love and treasure my family as always. Like, that, like, I got my shit together. And so like I don't need to stop myself anymore. It was so weird. I just realized like I didn't need to do that anymore. So in December, as I looked up at this movie, this film, I couldn't help but think, okay, moving to Korea is a beautiful dream, but it wouldn't change anything. It would be the same. It would just change my location. Like, I would still be doing the same thing. I would still be trying to pursue goals. I would still be working. I would still be facing the same problems and like living the same difficulties. Like, the only thing that would be changing is the location. And I would also be making it, in a way, more difficult. So at that moment, I decided to become an actor. It sounds way more random than it feels. I just remember thinking, I'm just so fortunate to live in one of the greatest cities in the world already, I mean, people might disagree. I don't. I've always loved where I lived. But aside from that, it's like the world is at my fingertips. Like, I decided in December 2019 to no longer hold back and sprint nonstop towards my goals. I've been thinking so much during these past months. It's really hard to put them into words, let alone like a video. But these are definitely the main points that I can think of. And this is a really awesome way that I can catch everybody up, even myself. And then we can just move on. So you can always ask me at any time to talk about whatever, and I will happily answer them when I can. So no problem about that. So now I'm going to list all of the decisions and life changes that have happened since August 2019. That way we can really catch up. And that it brings us to today. That way, from now on, it's about today and onward. No more catch up. It'll be good. August 2019, I decided to move to Korea. For the next 4 or 5 months, it was intense Korea research. Korea. October 2019, I stopped waiting to be, quote, better at singing and just signed up as I was for singing lessons with John Henney, who's also on YouTube, who has been such a great influence in my life in general. Oh my God, I'm so thankful to him as a teacher. He has really inspired me in many ways. I'm very thankful to him. I could have another 60-minute video just talking about that. But anyway, November 2019, I finished research about moving to Korea. And I was still in the process of looking for jobs that not only were in Korea, but that paid enough to pay my bills and the move. December 2019. This is when I realized that literally anything is achievable once I stop having fear and I let myself find my own path towards my dreams. This is also the time that I decided to pursue acting alongside singing. So I didn't give up on singing. I just added acting. January 2020, I decided to quit my job. Yes, in January, I filed my 2 weeks notice to my office job at the end of January. And so I made sure that I had enough money to pay bills for a bit while I look for jobs closer to home and less demanding time-wise. This month, I also started acting classes. February 2020. For singing, I didn't really know how to progress. Like I was taking lessons, and so I decided that the best step was realizing that I wanted to learn how to produce music, to make my own music. So I began taking production lessons. Super awesome. March 2020. So COVID-19 caused a global pandemic, right? That we're still going through. I got a cold that kicked my butt, as you can hear. During March, I still worked hard. I studied acting. I'm studying singing, music production, etc. Like I'm working my butt off. I'm trying to get jobs with voiceover and singing jobs. I've gotten a few, but it's definitely not enough to pay bills at the moment. So I'm still always looking for jobs and gigs that, I'm eligible for. And so April 2020 and beyond, my birthday. But basically, yeah, besides my birthday coming up, I will be getting headshots. I will be filming a reel, and I will be trying to get an agent, a commercial or TV agent. And yeah, we'll see. One step at a time. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm just so happy for the future. I feel like I'm always flying. I'm just so happy and I'm so thankful. And wow, I just can't wait to see what happens next. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. I'm going to learn so much no matter what. And yeah, and I'm also so happy because now that I stopped trying to play catch up with all these videos that I've been editing that make no sense anymore because they were filmed 5 months ago, that I can start streaming again and making more content, because now it's a clean slate. I just feel really good. I really wish you all a healthy and happy time in quarantine. I know it's tough, but for some people, and but please stay safe, and I'm sending everyone good vibes. If you ever need me, let me know. As always, please stay safe and let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts if you have any thoughts about what's going on. Yeah, I'm here and I'll answer when I can. But thank you all so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. I know this video is confusing because I tried to add, this is 6 months worth of content in 15 minutes. So thank you for your patience. And yeah, I'll be streaming soon. So stay cool and I'll see you. I'm so excited. Thank you, everyone. Bye.